go out for my squad and I put that on. Squad. All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad. Yeah. They gon' look at you different when you moving forward. But you stick to the code, you get yours, I get mine. Squad. Yeah. I go extra high for my entourage. Check my repertoire. Jim Jones, everywhere I go, you know it's reppin' time. It's reppin' time. When Latifah ready, when we set it off, we set it off. If they sleeping on me, I'ma wake them up. They fakers. I really do. I'm caking up, the rent is due. Plus I got my mama and my kiddies too. They growing up. Time is moving faster. What we wasting for? No holding back. Got a lot to prove. I owe you that we all we got. I go out for my squad and I put that on. Squad. All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad. Yeah. They gon' look at you different when you moving forward. Shoulders. But just stick to the code. You get yours, I get mine. Squad. I've been reflecting on how we got.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC. And to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. For a berth in Super Bowl 52, here we go. We're underway in the NFC Championship game. Fielded about a yard deep. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And, right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the
decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, picked up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Play clock winding down. Rodgers now to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
26, 30, 319, over here. Hey, 50.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now Rodgers to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
319.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Rodgers to throw once more. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Wilson. Out to the flat for Lacey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Offside. Defense.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Now it's Wilson. Going to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks. Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Rodgers now on first down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. On play action, Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Easy, 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 easy. 319. Easy, 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 easy.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now Lacey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it. They are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer 1st. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K.J. Wright. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Rodgers now looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. A swing pass caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordy Nelson, 26 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that score and the point after will knock this ball game up.
And when you're playing from behind, all you want to do is get back to even and, in a sense, start over again. That's exactly what they were able to accomplish.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Lacy. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Lacy, no gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
12 yards on the return that time. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
To throw on 2nd down, Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Adams, the man in motion left. Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. So who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. They start the second half with Lacey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense that's just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6, 7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
They stay on the ground on first down with Lacey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On second down, Lacey. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through.
And that's caught inside the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. They run it again with Williams. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take it.
After review of the play,
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On second down, Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Now Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Rodgers to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bennett. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
319. Hit reset. Hey, easy.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team. And
the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And they will not be able to hook look up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
On second down, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Wilson to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jake Ryan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Lacey gets the handoff from Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Eddie Lacy, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks... down, Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Now in Seattle, Washington. The Packers on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers flush to his right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
It's caught. Nelson. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Packers a first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Rodgers. And this is...
Three down.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful... A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to second and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Rodgers now on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. First and goal. They'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On second down, here's Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. But do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jordy Nelson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. Eddie Lacy, see you later. Past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Eddie Lacy, 75 yards. Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He finds an opening past the 40. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcus Smith in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcus Smith in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. 1st down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Lacey. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he?
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off the fake to Lacey, here's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Dan Carpenter. His career long is 60 yards, so he's got a big leg. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 64 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On play action, now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Halfback sent in motion. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Mike Bennett in there to get him for a loss of 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On the ground, this is Lacy. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But at the strong safety position.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Clay Matthews coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. That'll bring up second down.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And again, it's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And Adams has it complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Michael Bannon in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way. So So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He hits Baldwin right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 40 yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Rodgers to throw on third down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the pass.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cole Richardson, 75 yards. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Packers on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and a mile. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Jet. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Ripping up was honest. We was the drive them Hondas. Then we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walk in. Show up. Bet. Hold up. Go up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Blow up. Yeah. I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up, put him in the tank. Yeah. That guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad fly in. He ain't. Let me back. I gave me until I was going on. I'm Miami. They all cornballs. They can't stand me. I finesse. I done. I hear. Get up.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Rodgers throwing after the interception. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Desmond Bryant with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is...
And he's going to go down again. K.J. Wright in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just...
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Martellus Bennett, a 9-yard touchdown grab. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw is Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll roll him out right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Rodgers.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got the connection to his tight end, Bennett. Touchdown, Packers. Martellus Bennett with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Seahawk 1st down. Wilson to his big target. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Wilson on the draw. He'll give to Lacey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for a 6-yard. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And Jeff Janis has it complete. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams from 6 yards away. And the Packers add on to their lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Rodgers going to throw. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. good. 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sheldon Richardson able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Rodgers to throw on second down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Completed pass on second down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
319.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Wilson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Past the 20. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or 2, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
319.
Now Rodgers looking to throw on second down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Martellus Bennett saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They run it again with Lacey. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC. Yeah, who has time for a halftime? They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. And
he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He got 29 yards that time. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The protection up front, very good on that play. Had all night to throw the football, even though he was unsuccessful.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And Graham's got it over the middle. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Perry coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed.
Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And caught. Right side, Green. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Wilson on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, 71 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. And give him 12 yards and a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that. My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
319!
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Give him 5 on the play there. And the Packers are going to have a first down.
26!
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now a run with Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And he's got Bennett. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Reset. 319.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Rodgers now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Mike Bennett in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gordons get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Wilson, Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gut. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jake Ryan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's John Ryan now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They run Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Cliff Averill. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, but whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. So that'll leave them with one last gasp, Charles. They need their defense. They only have the one timeout, and they've got to hold them to a field goal.
And if you have the ball on offense now, all you're talking about is ball security, taking care of it, making sure your runners don't go out of bounds to stop the clock and give them a chance to regroup. You want to make sure you stay in bounds, run as much time as possible, make them burn that last timeout, and hopefully hold on to the ball and ice the game.
From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's going to let it, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Montgomery. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers looking to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 2 12s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lockjaw got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got, say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies, man, R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah. Was like a